Here's good advice on putting tools in your toolbox. When I was in college at Oklahoma State, John Smith used to say, all issues can be solved through drilling. Whether it's confidence, your weight, your athleticism, your foot speed, your conditioning, you name it. Obviously the technique. He said everything can be solved through drilling if you do it right. And I think that's true. But I have found, as a high school and youth coach with our academy, you need a lot of tools in your toolbox. So just drilling, if you have, 10 things to drill, that's good, but you're probably going to fall short because, you have to have 2 ways to get out of a front headlock. You have to have, 3 or 4 ways to score from your opponent's collar tie. Especially in high school and kids wrestling, someone's going to grab your neck with a collar tie. Let's just say 6 times a match. 50 matches this year. 300 times this year, someone's going to grab a collar tie on you. That's a position you better be able to master some scoring tactics from, and also ways to change the tie so you don't have to stay there, and also ways to get out of that position. So having tools in your toolbox is the key. I had a dad call about probably 2 months ago, and he said, I want to get my son in your academy, but I just got to show that he wants it more. And so after talking to the guy a little bit, I found out that this kid, he's a middle school wrestler, I think 7th grade, obsessed, trains all the time, goes to all the big practices around Missouri. And, but the dad says then sometimes he just gets discouraged and he kind of shuts down. Well, if you think about it, maybe he's getting discouraged because he needs more tools in his toolbox. Sometimes if you're spinning your wheels, you want to quit. There's a big camp director. He says he doesn't believe really in burnout. He believes in beat out. Kids get beat out and then they quit. And I think there's a lot of truth to that. So my advice simply is this as far as drilling. Get yourself onto a system of drill routines. Drill those 3 times a week. And now that's kind of the glue that puts desire and hard work together. So if you have a lot of desire and you work hard, and you fill your toolbox with tools, now you say, wow, I just took that kid down 5 times in practice. I haven't taken him down in 2 months. Within a week. Now you talk about a kid that's going to drag you to practice. We have a little kid, Ryan. His dad told me that, sometimes he'll be sitting on the couch tired. They have to drive about 1 hour and 20 minutes to practice each way. And Ryan will just go over to the couch with his duffel bag on his shoulder and go, hey Dad, you ready? And Dad's like, all right, let's go. So that's a kid who's motivated because he is experiencing results. His first year in our room, he was a state finalist. And the next year he was a state finalist again. So it's exciting. So if you have a wrestler or you yourself are a wrestler watching this, don't underestimate the value of just developing great skills from these very critical positions in wrestling, because that's going to be the spark, the catalyst that catches your wrestling career on fire. And you might be one of those kids who puts a lot of time in and then seemingly just kind of seems to lose interest, and then you get fired up again, and then you kind of get into this lull, and then you get fired up again. Well, you're going to find that if you're getting rewarded for your effort, you're not going to have those low points in your motivation. And the way to get more results from all the effort you're putting in is simply through drill time. Develop the skills. My brother and I, we had a phrase when we were in middle school. We said, I want to be dangerous. We used to say that to each other, I'm dangerous. I don't care about this kid. I'm dangerous. We used to say that. We're like, cocky little 12-year-olds, even in high school, even in college, our theme was to be dangerous. Our thought process was to become very skilled in wrestling. When we grew up, we wouldn't live wrestle much. We'd go months without live wrestling. We would just drill. Now, part of that's because we were twin brothers and we would fight all the time. But we had pages of wrestling techniques taped to our wall in the basement by our own mat. And we just drill. And we just look through the list and pick some positions and just drill. And it really got to be exciting because because, you know, your confidence starts to soar. So I would encourage anybody watching this, especially if you're someone who maybe, you know, your wrestling program isn't cutting it for whatever reason, get a home mat, get a good set of wrestling DVDs, print out the technique list, tape it to the wall, get a couple workout partners, just get to work drilling. And I think what you're going to find is your results will soar, your success will soar, you'll never have more fun in your life as a wrestler. And, you know, I think the words of John Smith are worth repeating. All your problems in wrestling can be solved through drill time. So check us out at purlerwrestling.com, and good luck to everyone out there.